capacity means that is also a volume measurement. The volume of liquid that required to fill a container completely is called as capacity. For an example, this is my teacup. In this cup, I can pour water into it. So this is filled quarterly filled. So we can identify this as a volume. Identify this one as a volume. One more example. In the same cup, I am going to pour some more extra water into it. Now it is around half filled. Now also we are just indicating this one as a volume. Again I am going to pour some more extra water. This is now third quarter filled. This is also defined as a volume. And finally, when I put water entirely, okay, when I put water to the cup entirely, that means if I just admit one drop of extra water, that will flow away. Okay, that will flow away. Likewise, this is for fully saturated level. The total volume of this container is filled with water. In this case, this specific volume which is required to fill the container completely, that is called as capacity. Capacity also a volume. Okay, capacity also a volume, but there is a specific feature that the liquid that is required to fill the container, that would be our capacity. There is no any specific formula to find the capacity. Same formula. Okay, same formula which we used to find the volume is applicable for the capacity. For an example, in capacity we are just indicating the liquid measurement. Previously we just defined the volume as length into breadth into height. Now we are going to incorporate that one with milliliter and liter related liquid measurements. For that, there is a relationship that, for an example, there is an experiment. We cannot draw the experiment. I will explain. Try to understand this. We have a small cube like this. This cube is 1 centimeter. That means 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter width, and 1 centimeter of height. So what would be the volume of this particular cube? 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. It would be 1 cubic centimeters. That is the volume. So there is an experiment that in your mathematics lab, you have to take 1 milliliter of water. That means a single droplet of water. When you have this kind of small cube, this is created by very tiny, slightly thinner glass. Okay, pyrite glasses. Sorry, burette glasses. In that, this is kind of a small, very small. Sometimes to handle that is very sensitive. You are going to just take 1 droplet of water. 1 droplet of water, and you are going to pour that water into it. So when you pour this 1 droplet of water into it, this will entirely fill. This cube will entirely fill with that water. That means the capacity of this cube is obtained. While when you drop 1 droplet of water, the entire capacity of this particular cube was obtained. So that means we have a liquid measurement related to this volume. So 1 cubic centimeter in milliliter measurement, we can define that one as 1 milliliter. 1 milliliter. In that experiment, there is a small sensitive glass like shape like this. We have one opening on the top. When you drop 1 single droplet of water, it will entirely fill. That means the volume is totally filled with water. So from that 1 droplet means we can conclude that one as 1 milliliter. So 1 centimeter cube in liquid measurement, we can refer that one as 1 milliliter. So this is an important capacity related measurement. This is in volume. This is its corresponding liquid measurement. And related to this one, we have one more relationship. From this basic, we just obtain one more. I'm going to just think with me. 1 cubic centimeter equals to 1 milliliter. That means 2 cubic centimeters equals to 2 milliliters. 5 cubic centimeter equals to 5 milliliter. 100 cubic centimeter equals to 100 milliliter. Likewise, 1000 cubic centimeters, that should be equals to 1000 milliliters. When we increase the cubic centimeters, the milliliter also will change accordingly. So 100 cubic centimeter should be equals to 1000 cubic centimeter equals to 1000 milliliter. 1000 milliliter, in other word, we can write 1000 milliliter as 1 liter. You are just buying 1 liter of Coke bottle. That means it is filled until not entirely filled. That is another case. That means the capacity of that bottle is in milliliter 1000 milliliters. Liter 1 liter, in milliliter 1000 milliliters. So another relationship. From this one, we just generated one more relationship. 1 liter, that should be equals to 1000 cubic centimeter. What we did, we just multiplied these measurements. 1 cubic centimeter equals to 1 milliliter. Likewise, 10 cubic centimeter equals to 10 milliliter. 1000 cubic centimeter equals to 1000 milliliters. We know one more relationship. 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. So 1 liter, we can denote that one as 1000 cubic centimeter. So with related to the volume, we can incorporate its corresponding liquid measurement, which is 1 liter. So for the first diagram, to find the volume, I can multiply length 25 centimeters and breadth, that is 3 centimeter, and height 4 centimeters. It would be 300 cubic centimeters. That is the volume. Thereafter, when we convert the volume to capacity, that means in milliliters, volume to capacity, C, that would be 1 cubic centimeter equals to 1 milliliter. Likewise, 300 cubic centimeter, it should be equals to 300 milliliters. 300 milliliters. So this would be the capacity. Think about the second case. In the second case, this is in centimeter, but this is in meter measurement. So for that one, what we are going to do is just let's convert the meter to centimeter. So 1 meter means 100 centimeter. I will convert then. Thereafter only we can find the volume. 10 into 10 centimeters multiplied with 20 centimeters multiplied with another 100 centimeters. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. 1 times 2, it's 1. 2. 2 times 1, it's 2. 20,000 cubic centimeters. 20,000 cubic centimeters. So when I denote this one in capacity, so that means 20,000 cubic centimeter, we can directly write it as capacity is 20,000 milliliters. When the milliliter amount which is exceeded the 1000 limit, definitely you have to denote your answer in liters. That means there are two measurements, 1000 milliliters and 1 liter. So usually we are using 1 liter, this is half liter, this is 5 liters likewise. So if the milliliter amount exceeds 1000 limit, we have to denote that one in liter measurement. So we know our second relationship, that 1 cubic centimeter equals to, in first relationship, 1 cubic centimeter equals to 1 milliliter. Another one, to convert milliliter to liter. Conversion from milliliters to liters, it has to be divided by 1000. It has to be divided by 1000. So after dividing, we will have the answer as 20 liters. The capacity of this particular container in liters, 20 liter. Additional thing, you should remember 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. That's how we got this relationship. When we find the the capacity, liquid measurement, that is 20,000. That is not proper to indicate that one in milliliter. So that's why we just converted milliliter to liter. I just divided a milliliter count by 1000 to get the answer for capacity as 20 liters. That's all about this question. Three things. 1 meter in centimeter, 100. Then multiplies the centimeter measurement. It would be 20,000 centimeter, then 20,000 milliliter, milliliter to liter, divide that by 1000. Before starting the next example, I will give you one more relationship. We know the first relationship, 1 cubic centimeter equals to 1 milliliter. From that, we obtain one more relationship, 1000 cubic centimeters, that is equals to 1 liter. Likewise, the third relationship, this is differed with these two. Okay, there is no any relationship with these two. The third one would be 1 cubic meter. 1 cubic meter, that is 1000 liters. Not only 1 liter, not only 100 liter. This is 1000 liters. So this is the new one we are going to apply for further calculations. Cubic meter to milliliter, 1:1. So 1000 cubic centimeter to liter, 1 liter. But 1 cubic meter, this is kind of a huge measurement. Okay, huge measurement. So it is equivalent to 1000 liters. For the given object, first find the volume, thereafter let's find the capacity in liters. First find the volume, thereafter capacity in liters. Those are our questions. Volume, to find that 6 meters multiplied with 5 meters multiplied with 2.5 meters, it would be 75 cubic meters. 75 cubic meters. Thereafter, cubic meter to liter, what is the conversion? Don't forget this. This is really important. To find capacity, you should multiply. Thereafter, no any cubic meter measurement. Okay, you are going to multiply that one with 1000 liters. Don't just keep the cubic meter measurement. Thereafter, 75 multiplied with 1000, it would be 75,000 liters. That is the capacity in liters. In the question clearly mentioned, you should find the capacity in liters. So this is the way you have to follow.